The only reason why I feel whoever gives the Ballon d'Or will not be awarded to Lamine Yamal, maybe because of the age factor. They will look like 17 years old giving him this. It's not going to mar this boy.
You to win the Ballon d'Or, you must be successful in the Champions League, and they're out of the Champions League. So Lamine Yamal cannot win the Ballon d'Or this season. But as it stands now, there's only one contender that I think can win the Ballon d'Or, and that's
Football Banter.
Lamine Yamal. Dance like Lamine Yamal.
shake body.
So, fantastic kids. And for me, guys, I feel Lamine Yamal, not just me, a lot of people feel Lamine Yamal should win the 2025 Ballon d'Or.
I'm part of them.
And remember, we have some other contenders. We have Mohamed Salah, we have Mbappe, we have Dembele, and also even Lewandowski too.
Pedri.
Is also Pedri too. So, coach, make we start with you. Do you think Lamine Yamal deserves to win the 2025 Ballon d'Or?
No, sorry. Before, let's not say deserve, because definitely deserves it the way other players also deserve it. Do you think he will win it?
Yeah,
Do you think he can win it?
Do you think he can win it? Or he will win it?
Either any way you place the question is still the same. Lamine Yamal cannot win the Ballon d'Or this season. Like, seriously, he's a good player. He has proven the world that he can play football and play it well to the top of his. He has. Demolished Madrid. 4 times this season, which is good. But football is not only played in La Liga. Football is played in the EPL. Football is played in the French league. Football is played in the Bundesliga. Football is played. What we don't see, we can't talk about it. We can only talk about what we see. And what we see is only Lamine Yamal as at now. We don't know if there's a certain somebody in the Bundesliga or that. And then, and to crown it all is to win the Ballon d'Or, you must be successful in the Champions League, and they're out of the Champions League. So, and at what stage in the semi-final? If he had gone to the finals of the Champions League, I would have given kudos to him winning the Ballon d'Or. But as it stands now, there's only one contender that I think can win the Ballon d'Or, and that's Lautaro Martinez of Inter Milan. Yeah.
Well, coach, I differ with you.
Why do I say Lautaro Martinez? Because if you look at the calendar season, you see that they won the Copa America. They won. He won. He is on top of. They are fighting to win the Italian Serie A. Napoli is topping, but they are fighting to win the Italian Serie A. They are second, and they are in the finals of the Champions League. And he has scored too many goals and given too many assists. He has been prolific in his team. He has been a team player. He has a lot of individual qualities and a lot of collective qualities that you can't take away from him. But that's my opinion. We might have different opinions, but I think, to the best of what I see in terms of football, remember, Lautaro Martinez was even robbed back then. He has been a runner-up of the Ballon d'Or, I think the third or fourth runner-up of the Ballon d'Or for too many times. You understand? And I believe if they can actually compensate, if they can actually give the Ballon d'Or to someone like Rodri.
No. Coach,
I'm coming.
No, don't go
I didn't
there.
say they compensate. I said
Don't
if
go
they
there, don't
can
go
actually
there.
give a Ballon d'Or to someone like Rodri, give a Ballon d'Or to someone like Lucas Modric, give a Ballon d'Or to someone like Benzema, and reason why all those things came, they did well that season, no doubt, but they've been runners-up for the Ballon d'Or. They've been in the Ballon d'Or race for a while. Lautaro Martinez has been in the Ballon d'Or race for a long while. Lamine Yamal is just a new introduce. You understand? And we know definitely that Lamine Yamal is a Ballon d'Or winner. He's going to win the Ballon d'Or. Not now, but later.
All right.
But I think FIFA, in their narrow sense, because FIFA is always narrow, for sure. In that their narrow sense, they'll give it to Lautaro Martinez.
Yeah, coach.
Is it FIFA or French?
French football,
UEFA or French
Ballon
Ballon or whatever.
Now, the only reason why I feel whoever gives the Ballon d'Or will not be awarded to Lamine Yamal, maybe because of the age factor. They will look like 17 years old giving him this. Is it not going to mar this boy? You understand? Maybe they'll look at, let's not destroy this boy's future, stuff like that. But I don't think they'll even I don't think they'll consider all of that.
No, but
because-
Ebuka, age doesn't play a factor. Age has no factor to play in Ballon d'Or.
I don't know
No,
actually
it doesn't.
because
You
Ronaldo
can check
Nazario
it.
won the Ballon d'Or at age 20.
Yeah,
the
you
youngest
can
player
check
to
he's the
ever
youngest
win the
player.
Ballon d'Or.
Age doesn't have anything.
And as at last Ballon d'Or ceremony, they were also saying, Lamine Yamal, do you think you can win the Ballon d'Or before reaching 18 or at 18? And these are things that they were saying. All right. And to me, yes, Lautaro has done well. But his numbers this season, though Inter Milan are playing well, but his numbers this season has not been like the numbers of other seasons. Yes, he has had a lot of time out and stuff, but it's not actually the main focus. The main focus in that team is the coach. Everything. Exactly. If one player does not play well, he will do things. And yes, the players play the ball, they do the things, and they can award their players with awards. But I don't think he has really been exceptional this season, or like previous season, or like last season or so. That is one. Now, if you want to talk about the Ballon d'Or right now, I feel the Ballon d'Or is shifting away from stats. I think it's shifting away from how many goals, how many assists. I mean, I think it's now going into who is more mesmerizing, who is more entertaining, who is more mind-blowing in any position, whether as a goalkeeper, as a defender, as a midfielder, as an attacker. Who is the person? And right now, we have seen a lot of players this season. Football is going into a new dimension, new generation. And we've seen a lot of players come out who have been entertaining. We've seen Pedro, we've seen Rafinha, we've seen Mbappe, who's doing well at Real Madrid this season. Dembele, look at Dembele, it's PSG, Pedri, and Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal happens to be the one right now that is topping in that aspect. His numbers are not bad. For a 17 years old, this season he has 40 goals contribution. 17 goals and 23 assists. 17 years old. It is mind-blowing. If you want to look at the big games, because Ballon d'Or is won by the players that take the moments. Why has Salah Ballon d'Or shout been reduced lately? He didn't take moments. He didn't take the right moments.
Champions League.
You understand? Yes, you say you have to successful in the Champions League. It's not all the people that have won the Champions League but it's about the success. Look, Barcelona did not win the Champions League season, but were we successful in it? Yes, we had success. We got to the semi-finals. I've not been there for many years. We played the best football in the Champions League, whether you like it or not.
Ebuka, Champions League has a road to play.
I know. But Rodri, Ronaldo, Messi, they have won Ballon d'Ors without even winning the Champions League.
Ebuka, I believe we've sorted out issues on Ballon d'Or winning year. We said your country play a role, your team play a role, your individual player play a role, and your collective, your collective play a role. Just give me 1 minute of your time and you continue, Ebuka. And like I said, you said Ballon d'Or is shifting from one era to another. If it was shifting from one era that, like you said, that from entertaining, mesmerizing, then why wasn't he given to Vinicius last season? Because Vinicius was the top player last season.
I'm talking about how it is now this season because of what has come out this season.
Ballon d'Or, like I said, Ballon d'Or doesn't have. I said it the other time, and I'll still say it
Ballon d'Or is based on what happens on this season.
Ballon d'Or doesn't have any fixed criteria. What comes in their mind that season is what they do.
Okay.
As at now, as it stands, we don't know what they are going to do. But we know from the old tradition that used to be in the past is that the player must have his individual brilliance, how collective he is, how he carries his club, what percentage does he, how he carries his club, what percentage does he take in his club, in his country, his contributions, all those things. Those are the ingredients, Coach, of the previous Ballon d'Or that we used to know. You can continue.
So yeah, that's true. And in all that, all which I've said, Lamine Yamal is not faulting anyone. He's exceptional. When you're talking about the talent now, the most beautiful footballer to watch now, the most entertaining, it is Lamine Yamal. Yeah. Individual brilliance, Lamine Yamal. When you want to talk about collective team, also Lamine Yamal. When you want to talk about country, Lamine Yamal. You get it? So he's there in every aspect, all right? And his numbers, if you want to now go to numbers also, his numbers are still there.
But see, sincerely, the Champions League should have given Lamine Yamal a hedge of winning the Ballon d'Or, but
let me just remember. Did Rodri win the Champions League last season?
He won the Champions League. He was a champion. He was a champion before Madrid that season.
Yes. No, last season, the Ballon d'Or last season was won by Rodri.
He was, yes.
They were not the champions.
Madrid was the champion.
Yes.
Madrid was the champion.
But we have seen evil seasons.
Ebuka, the season runs like this, like I said. It was 2023, 2024 season that the Ballon d'Or was handed over to. And this season is going to be 2024, 2025 season that the Ballon d'Or is going to be handed
That is this season now.
Yeah, this season. So what I'm saying is, the season 2023, we saw Rodri in its best of form with the national team. Rodri just won the Ballon d'Or that season before getting into the other season, the upcoming season. That was a mix of the other season. Now, in that season that he came, he won the Ballon d'Or, but he was not the Champions League winner. He was knocked out, I think, in the semi-finals. So it's but simple that Rodri won the Ballon d'Or that we knew, you and I here, we actually attest that it's supposed to be Vinicius if it has to go based on that. But they gave him because of whatever reasons they gave.
Coach, now look.
So that's why I said we cannot actually give the right
if you want to look at
you are very certain. What you are talking with certainty.
Yeah.
I'm talking with probability. I'm saying this that to me, I feel like, but you are saying that Lamine Yamal is going to win. Yeah. We are saying two different things. You are certain. Are you EFA?
Now,
are you Ballon d'Or?
Now, listen. It's a question I'm asking.
No, it's a question I'm asking.
I'm not ruling out Dembele. I'm not ruling out any player. See, look, you see all these players.
So you should say.
But listen, coach.
To you, you feel like
coach.
It's.
Coach, do you know what I'm setting?
No, I think Ebuka.
Coach, listen now. Do you know what I'm setting? That is one. Number two. That is one.
That's why he should win the Ballon d'Or.
Number two. All these people talking about Lamine Yamal are the people that are going to vote.
No, we don't refuse that.
But whether you like it or not, is going down to the vote.
No, we don't refuse that. But Ebuka,
let me tell you, there's nothing that you can do if the vote does not go to you.
Ebuka, until then, Ebuka,
and I feel Lamine Yamal is winning the vote.
Ebuka, last season people were talking about Vinicius.
Vinicius.
And it ended up in
Rodri.
In Rodri.
And what
I'm saying, my brother, is that we cannot sit here and be certain about who is going to win the Ballon d'Or because we are not the Ballon d'Or givers.
Okay.
We can only procrastinate, we can only adumbrate, but we cannot say with certainty that this man is going to win.
Okay, but I go for Lamine.
For me,
you're going for Lamine. It's okay.
For me, I'll go for Dembele, for the French guy.
So why will you go for Dembele?
He feels that they win the Champions League number one.
He's in the Champions League final. And see,
His
believe
numbers
me,
have
one of the criteria, but I feel can give him that edge of winning the
after it is Ballon d'Or, it's French Ballon d'Or. He's from France.
Yeah.
No.
And he's a French boy
too. It doesn't work that way.
And he's using that team.
No, Michel Platini back then in the days won it because he was the French person. He first Ballon d'Or.
Mbappe did not win the Champions League with PSG.
If Mbappe had won the Champions League with PSG, that season,
if he had won it, he could have won it that year. 2020.
Yeah, that Messi.
That Bayern won.
Yes.
No, actually, there was no Ballon d'Or that year.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
There was no Ballon d'Or that year.
So if he had won the Ballon d'Or that season, even after the World Cup, he would have been given the Ballon d'Or.
I feel that season, it was Lewandowski that's supposed to be, but there was no Ballon d'Or that year. But imagine if there was a Ballon d'Or that year and PSG won the Champions League, Mbappe could have won it.
But
that's why I said the Ballon d'Or people, they are just rigmaroing us, driving us from one end to the other. We don't understand what's happening because that's the mystery behind the Ballon d'Or, and that's the suspense, and that's what makes it juicy. Because if we know the criteria, we'll definitely banter them if it's not being given to the person.
But one thing we know is that every player that is there in the top 5 or top 3, they deserve it, and anybody can win it. So and look, it has been proven. If you look now, this season,
but it's not like before.
Rodri won the last Ballon d'Or. This season, Rodri have not played any football. Vinicius that went toe to toe with him. This is worst season ever. He said he would do it 10,000 more. I have not seen one time or 2 times.
You never even talk 0.0 something. Say 10 times.
So that is and his performance this season have actually even proven Ballon d'Or right.
Yes.
So there are a lot of things. Even when Ronaldo and Messi is to win it, you see that at the end of the day they were correct with their decisions.
But that's the problem with football nowadays. You see, after Ronaldo and Messi era. We've not had any player on a consistent, consistency. We've not seen that, which is very poor.
We hope to see that with these new players coming in. Like I said, football is evolving.
I just pray Yamal. I just pray Lamine Yamal.
Not only Yamal, a lot. Bellingham.
What I'm talking about, Lamine is because
all over the place.
He proved not all over the place.
In the big games,
he proved himself in the big games.
In the big games,
and even in the small games.
All big games.
But there are some players who prove themselves in the smaller games. They don't prove themselves in the big games. There are some players who prove themselves in the bigger games. They don't prove themselves in the smaller game. If you look at Lamine Yamal, if you look like someone like Toni Kroos has proven himself in every game.
Yeah.
You understand? And that's the part. That's if you look at Lamine
Same
Yamal,
thing
that's
Ronaldo,
what
Messi during their time.
But I can't put Lamine Yamal in that profile because it's his first
young
season.
boy,
He
yeah.
needs to be
Let's
consistent.
see next season if he
All
gives the
right,
same juice. Yeah.
So, this is all we can take on the show. Football banter. Do you think Lamine Yamal deserves to win the Ballon d'Or, or probably you feel
Lautaro Martinez, Dembele,
Martinez or
Rafinha.
Dembele? There's also
Rafinha.
There's also Mohamed Salah. Do you think Mohamed Salah stand a chance of winning
That one
the
if he win
Ballon
Ballon
d'Or?
Also Pedri.
The Ballon d'Or.
That one cannot
There's
win
Pedri.
Ballon d'Or.
There are so many
You
players.
have not mentioned
there.
Rafinha.
I don't mention them now. There are so many players. So do you think these players deserve to win the Ballon d'Or? And also, don't forget to comment on the comment section. Put if you want Lamine Yamal, just write it there. We'll see. We are going through everything. We'll see it. And don't forget to subscribe to Football Banter. Football Banter will be right back. Ciao.
Football Banter.